Alright you guys, so today there was actually not even going to be a video, just simply because one, we had that huge gap up, yesterday after market closed, Amazon earnings, and that caused the markets to gap up like crazy. And when I woke up, I saw that I was watching price action. I saw AMSesh was just fucking looking ass, bro. That joke was looking trash, bro. But eventually, we did end up having some pretty clean market structure. So y'all can see this is the trade that I took today, man, and I am proud of myself for doing all the things that I said I was gonna do. Right today, this is day one of trying to make a comeback. You know what I mean? All that stuff. Now, obviously, just one good day does not mean anything, really. But if I'm able to keep trading like I am today, like, for example, the trade I took today, I would have been happy win or loss, right? You can see I literally basically bottom ticked my exit as of right now. But let's see. Go ahead and move over to the 4-hour time frame, right? Now, this area here is problematic as fuck. I'm not going to lie. This gap, they have been trying to fill this gap for a while. You can see on a 4-hour time frame. But nobody has been successful yet. We always wick back up. And with that, obviously with this gap, we create this pretty big demand zone, right? I mean, we can see all the we haven't had a 4-hour close below this demand zone. We've had plenty of moves like below it that have ended up getting wicked back up. So scaling into the 5-minute, why did I take this trade? Well, like I said, open, kind of moved down, and honestly, now that I look at it, bro, it might not be actually that bad price action. Like, if we had, say we took a trade like this. Like, say we did something like this. We wait, kind of a little move off the demand zone. We ended up wicking back down. Boom, boom. Maybe enter in on the close of this candle here. This would be at 87.25. The stop loss would be. That would give us a pretty bad stop. But if we wanted to risk a little bit more, we could move that down. And then if we got out at the top, we would end the day up like a 1.42 to 1 R multiple, which is good. But why wouldn't we hold to the next level for a 2 to 1? You know what I mean? We wouldn't end up hitting that. But yeah, when I say price action was looking kind of bad, when I woke up, all I saw was this chop. And then, yeah, like I said, man, we don't quite make it to the next level and we start to dump. But what interests me is we have literally, like, on the 5-minute, bro, like, this is like a fucking picture-perfect downtrend, bro. Like, legitimately, like, this is like the most basic downtrend you could, like, imagine, So we freaking, here we could say, where's the line tool? Is there like a segmented line tool? Maybe trend line? Let's see. We do trend line. Let's see if this works. Like, we go boom, boom. Oh shit. Well, whatever. I don't know where the segmented tool is, but we go boom, boom. I don't even know if you guys can see this because of the color, but I'm gonna zoom in a sec. But like, dude, this is literally like the simplest downtrend like that you ever could possibly imagine, right? I mean, I know the blue is probably hard to see, but let's see if I can fucking zoom in a little bit. Like, yeah, bro, this is like the most simple downtrend like that you could possibly imagine, bro. Like, how often do you see like some shit like that, man, that actually like plays out? You know what I mean? But anyways, let me just delete these real quick. So what I was saying was, I look in, I see like, okay, this is showing me pretty strong bearishness. I mean, we broke below this freaking low of day, right? Pretty easy. We have some strong closures. We're breaking below its demand zone. And then what caused me to take my short? Well, you can see here, we have this nice tap back into, like, this one candle here showed me a lot. Like, boom. We're kind of trading into this demand zone, a little bit of wick, whatever. This freaking candle here taps back into this demand zone, tries to push up, has a very aggressive flip, fills this wick here. Next candle starts to do like a little retest. Doesn't perfectly touch it, but I do consider this a retest of the zone. Tries to push up, ends up flipping red, and I go ahead and take that short. Unfortunately, that candle did close green. But the next candle just, bam, flushed straight TP. And obviously, what I don't like about this trade is stop loss, right? Ideally, stop loss would be like way up here, but that's just not possible, right? Like, unless I freaking, legitimately, I would have to half my position size, and then I'd have to target some giant move, like, all the way down to basically filling this gap just for a 1-to-1. I'm going to bring that to my next point, which is why I got out a 1.0721R. By the way, we ended the day up 384.70 on my evals, which means that this eval is not like about to get blown anymore, bro. Like we're slowly building our way back up, and then here's the other eval, getting closer to break even, which is nice. Now let me go ahead and show you on the funded account as well. Same trade, but we got a way worse fill on this account. So we only ended the day up oh shit, fuck, oops. We only ended the day up like 321 or some shit, man. Like we got kind of cooked on our entry on this one. I'm not gonna lie, but there we go today, yeah. We kind of got cooked on our entry. Only this trade for 9 minutes, which is what I like. Short, quick trades. But yeah, also slowly building our balance up here. We're about a grand in drawdown still, but hey man, you know what? Yesterday, bro, literally at one point yesterday, we were like $200 away from blowing this freaking fund account. So hey man, call this a miraculous comeback, guys. I am locked in as freak. But yeah, anyways, go back to this, man. What I was talking about was, yeah, we had that very nice sort of play there paired with like the perfect freaking 5-minute downtrend, right? I figured we could get a quick move down, and I initially, bro, I was just gonna target a 2 to 1. If we go over here to the, what's it called, the 4-hour time frame, 2 to 1 would have meant like this wick low, still wouldn't even be completely filling the gap. But what made me get out, man? It's a good thing I did, because I would have gotten fucking wrecked and stopped out. What made me get out, man? Well, the main thing was, like I said, all those freaking wicks in the 4-hour time frame. Like, let's go back one more time to the 4 hours, right? All these wicks show me that there are buyers at like random spots. They do not want to let sellers fill this gap, man. Sellers have tried and tried and tried again. They got even close. They got close with this one. But you can see all these freaking wicks, man. Buyers are waiting. They are not letting sellers fill this gap, man. And today, honestly, I thought, hey, maybe we do fill the gap, bro. Maybe we fill the gap today. But I figured, no, it's not worth it. I like legitimately needed to win, or else my account would literally have had like $100 of freaking drawdown left before getting blown on this main, this main eval. And I am trying to come back, you know, once rebuild hits, if I'm not at break even, I'm just going to, I'm just going to reset the account, you know what I mean? But until then, bro, I've got time, you know, I've got time to come back. I don't even want to look at the monthly stats, man, it's embarrassing, but Jesus Christ. Call it a Halloween miracle, bro. Call it a Halloween miracle, guys. This is bad. If you guys haven't kept up with what has been going on with me, man, I've been getting claps. First month of October, we had 2 evals that were literally up until like here or here. I was up $2 grand on the month, bro. And then it took me like 2-3 days, and I freaking blew the account from the max loss limit. I was over trading. It was bad. But yeah. It's whatever, bro. This is in the past. This is in the past, all right? Jeez, this is so bad, bro. I'm gonna remember this feeling for the next time I want to pull some bullshit. But you know what I mean? I am proud of myself for finally kind of like being able to lock in. You know, I recognize AM Sesh wasn't something I want to trade, so I figured I just wasn't gonna trade today. But I keep looking at the markets periodically. You know what I mean? Through my phone, and I started to see just like the cleanest freaking downtrend for me. You know, like the cleanest market structure, I guess. You know. We actually have strong closures below us low. We don't fucking just, sweep it out and then start ripping randomly, you know. We get some rejections below this freaking, demand zone, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, this is going to be clean. We can get a clean short setup. And that's what we get, like super clean, super quick short setup. Obviously, stop loss placement. It's always going to be rough, man. It's always going to be a rough one, like, because if I, like, you know what I mean? Like, ideally, if I wanted to be a little bit better, I could have put it at this wick high. I mean, but the best idea for the stop loss would have just been above that level, but that's just not possible unless I literally half my position size and go for like a crazy freaking, a crazy move, you know? So like, look, if we measure my stop loss right here, like, what's that called? Like 29 ticks, 725 points versus versus what it would have to be for me to put at the top of the level, bro, would have been 57 ticks. Or 14.25 points, dude. Like, literally double. You know what I mean? And then I would have to catch double just for a fucking 1-to-1. You feel me? Like, Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Especially with this freaking gap, bro. Especially with the gap. So you could say I got kind of lucky that I can get stopped out, but you know what I mean. I did figure we would have a clean move down. That's what we did. You know, I literally bottom ticked it, bro. I think that my decision making today was very solid. You know, like I said, initially I wanted to hold for the 2-1. Wanted to see if we actually finally filled that gap, but I realized like, bro, it's not worth it. It's not worth the risk, bro. I genuinely need this freaking low $400. Right? I actually need that, or else I am clapped on the account, bro. On the account, bro. They're done. 2, there is more of a probability that we move up, because buyers are waiting for the gap, especially with my bad stop loss, by the way. Especially with my bad stop loss. I was thinking about that too. But I was like, yeah, there's more probability that we either A, have a little bit of a buy like this and then continue moving down after my stop loss is taken out, or B, we just move back up. You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, it's cool. It's a nice idea to think that we want to catch a 1-2-1 or not more than one, like a 2-1, but also like, you know, I've already moved down significantly. I am buying like literally, I'm selling literally at the bottom, right? So that in itself is bad, you know what I mean? So I was just like, yeah, bro. You know, we got our little 1 candle push to the 1-2-1. I'm gonna just take that. So overall, good decision making for me. I think I was very disciplined. I recognized AM session wasn't something I want to trade, and I did good on not trading that. I recognized PM session was a little bit better, more cleaner after we had that we kind of figured out a direction, right? Went ahead and just capitalized small little bit of that move, you know, capitalized. Apparently I got the very end of it, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I don't think there's much else for me to say, man. Nice way to freaking end the week, man. Finally locking back in. The comeback starts now, guys. It was looking touch and go there for a minute, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it was looking really bad, really rough. Like we were absolutely going to get cooked, but you know, man, we are always gonna be the comeback kings. We put ourselves in very bad positions. But this one, I'm determined to fucking learn from it this time. You know what I mean? Like, I really am, and it is good that I'm starting to build my accounts back up. You know, instead of just like blowing them, gambling. You know, like I said. Like I've been saying, man, I've already put myself in this really bad position with all these accounts, but the one thing I'm not going to do is blow these accounts in one day from gambling. You know, if I lose these accounts, bro, it's going to be because I took freaking one trade a day, I was disciplined, I waited patiently for my steps. You know, every setup I'm taking from now on, bro, is going to be at least a B+ setup, B+ to A+, you know. I mean, we're not taking no shitty setups, and we're taking full, like, we're not taking components of a setup anymore. We're taking full setups, you know what I mean? Like, this was a full setup, right? We got closure, retest, even all that stuff with the freaking simple market structure, bro. Like the higher time frames were everything, bro, everything. And even from the exit, bro. The exit was precise, you know what I mean? Very precise, because I had an idea of what was going to happen. I was like, I had an idea we're going to reverse whatever it is. And yeah, bro, everything about this trade besides the stop loss, you know, which is something I always struggle with just because of the size I like to trade, and sometimes, like, it's just a combination of, like, the size I like to trade, and then also the fact that if I am waiting for like a complete break and retest and a complete closure and stuff, that does mean my entry is going to be a little bit further down. You know what I mean? Like some people I know will take shorts. You know, if like they're taking a short, they're entering on a green candle. They're taking a long, they're entering on a red candle. That helps with the positioning. That helps with like style placement. But for me, I need that extra little bit of confirmation. I need that closure below the level. You know, I need that freaking retest and all that stuff. You know, I need that retest to actually flip. You know what I mean? I don't need it to just touch the level because I don't know if it's just gonna break through the level. I need it to actually flip. I need to see there are still sellers here, and that will cause my entries to be a little bit worse, causing my stop loss to be a little bit worse. You know, that's something I do need to figure out. But all that being said, man, I think today was a very successful day, guys. I think that we are back on track. I just hope that I can keep this momentum up, you know, with the discipline, trades, with the waiting for my full setups, you know, being patient, all that stuff, man. I hope that this is just not a one-time thing. I hope that I come back into the markets on Monday. I hope that I can do the same thing. And yeah, guys, all that being said, man, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hopefully I'll trade well today. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.